He didn't get thermal paste, and he's right to be pissed. But, yeah, I'm assuming it's this guy. But it could be the women. I don't think it's this guy. This guy looks so happy, right? He'd probably be like, oh, it's okay. I'll put the thermal paste on myself, you know. What's up, techs? This is KJ48, and welcome back to my Let's Play for PC Building Simulator. It is January 3rd, and it is a Wednesday, hump day, and we've got a few things to do. We need to do an upgrade today, fix and do a scan. We've got, our RAM got delivered, so did our fan. I believe that's the fix for Audrey, so let's go to work. All right, here we go, guys. All right, I freaking love this game. I just want to start off by saying I love this game. If you end up enjoying the video, please remember to uncage that like button. Also, if you're new here, please subscribe for more daily videos. That thing's heavy. Woo! That is a good looking case. Look at this case for a minute. Hold on. Put it back. Let's take a look at this case. Oh, wow. Oh, man, that's cool. It looks like a freaking spaceship. I like that. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. All right, well, let's get started. This is the one we have to upgrade the RAM for. This could not be any easier. Someone asked why I didn't just get. Someone asked why I didn't just get. They have a 2 gig. Someone asked why I didn't just get like 3 sticks and then a 2 gig stick. There's only 4 spots in here, so I have to get rid of this RAM. And I don't think it's good to mix and match RAM anyway. You might be able to do it in this game, but I think in real life you kind of want to put all of the same sticks in. So you see I got all these right here. That's used. I got all these. So let's go ahead and pop these in. There we go. I got to flip these switches all up. So let's do that now. And then let's install some RAM. Installing RAM is the first thing I've ever done with a computer. It was definitely a good stepping stone, you know. It gets you to open up the computer and go into the computer, but not like, be too afraid of messing stuff up. It's really hard to mess up RAM. Although I guess you could. Maybe if you put it in too hard, you snap it. I mean, I don't know, maybe. But I've never messed up RAM. Okay, so there we go. We got all the RAM in there. All right, so that's good. Now we just have to make sure it boots up to the operating system. Now there's something new. I don't know how new it is. Actually, maybe it's not that. Actually, it's not that new because I've had it for a long time. But a lot of time, and I don't understand exactly how this works. But there's these things called dual channel RAM and then tri-channel RAM. My 2 computers ago, a long time ago, I had a case that I guess it's the motherboard and it works on tri-channel RAM, which means you want 3 sticks in at a time, like either 3 and 3 or whatever, and it needs to be like in a certain way. Most of the computers I know of these days are dual channel RAM, which means you want 2 sticks at a time. So I think having 1 stick in a machine isn't that good. I mean, I haven't messed around with RAM. I haven't built a computer in a long time, so I could have that wrong. But for dual channel RAM setups, which I think is most computers these days, don't you want to put in 2 sticks at a time? Either 2, 4, whatever. Just make sure they're even numbers, I guess. I'm not really sure, but I think I remember something about that. So yeah, let's go ahead and make sure this thing boots up. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here, and we're gonna press P to make sure it boots to operating system. And it's not, because it's not going to boot to anything because you didn't plug in the plugs. Well, guys, it's Wednesday. What do you want, right? So I forgot to plug in the plugs. No harm, no foul. Machine's not screwed up. Everything's still good. It's just it's one of those things. I haven't played this since the day I did the first video because I just haven't had time. But yeah, I'm really happy to be back with it though. This game is freaking awesome. All right, so there we go. Operating system looks good. Let's go ahead and turn it off. And let's go ahead and put the panel back on. So that is in PC parts, the panel. There we go. There's no screws on this thing? Wow. There's no, I didn't realize the panel did come right off. I love this computer, man. I'll work on this computer any day. You send this back. I'll tell you what, I'll give you a 10% discount just because that door doesn't have any thumb screws in it. It's freaking wonderful. All right, so which one is this? This is the remove virus. Oh God, yeah. This is the clown that's well, I shouldn't say clown. I mean, thank you very much for your business, sir. Good sir. But this is the guy who is paying me $200 to run an antivirus program. So that's fun. It's like all those people probably spent hundreds and maybe thousands of dollars during Y2K because they were afraid their computer was going to explode at the turn of the millennium. All right, so let's get out of that. Let's go ahead and turn this sucker on. No, we got to go back in, actually, because we got to put in our thumb drive. Or a USB drive. There we go. Okay. And add programs. Let's put on the virus scanner. This virus scanner is so freaking quick. I think this game is in early access, I believe. I think one of the changes they should make the virus scanner take a lot more time than it does. A lot more time. And the thing is, you could run the virus scanner while working on another machine. I think this table should probably... Oh, level 3? Oh. Maybe this table should be a little bit quicker to get. I don't know. And then that way you could run a virus program on this. And if they made the changes like I said, this would take a long time for the virus scanner. And then you could work on another machine at the same time. That's the way a real, setup would work. Because, there's no way a virus scanner is gonna be that quick. Just never gonna happen. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. Never gonna have 499 infected files. You dirty, dirty dog. Okay, well, let's clean them. Okay, there, it's done. 2 seconds. Everything's done. Yeah. Not so much. All right, so we got to leave that by the door so we can just pick that up. Everything falls apart. All the wires fall over the place. I'm like the best, PC tech ever. This is great. Oh, look at this. We got a purple box. This must be Autumn's computer. She loves purple. All right, what do we got here? All right, replace the air cooler. Oh, okay, this is the air cooler one. Not a problem. Oh, thumb screws. That's it. I'm adding 5% to the cost. All right. Let's go ahead and grab our compressed air. I got to tell you guys, there is something intensely satisfying about cleaning out a case like this. As a matter of fact, I should do it to mine soon. I don't know. It just feels... I don't know. I find it fun to, blow dust out of cases. I don't know why. And I probably don't do it enough to mine in real life. There we go. Dust is gone. And let's go ahead and remove this thing. Got to remove the wire. There we go. You're gone. Now, right here, guys, if you're new to this, that right there is the CPU, the central processing unit. It's the brain of your computer. And it's like a little mini computer in itself. It does all, the calculations and stuff. And, it's awesome. It gets really hot. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So... what am I going to do next? Well, I got to put the cooling. I got to put the Mortoni Thermal 100 on the chip. Wait a minute. Hold on, Cage. Don't do that right now. Go to your tools, go to thermal paste, and put a little dot of thermal paste on there. Now, the thermal paste is like this little thing that helps to conduct the heat conduct away from the CPU. The CPU gets super hot, and this will help move the heat because you only need a little dot, because once you push the fan onto it, it spreads out all over the CPU. So what happens is this thermal paste gives it a little conductivity for the heat to go from the CPU to the fan, and then the fan blows the heat away from the CPU. So that's the idea. If you forget to put that on, don't forget to put it on. You know what? No ifs. Just make sure you put it on. It's important. All right, so there we go. Oh, look. Actually, look. That's how it's... I didn't even put it on yet, but that's what it would look like. It would kind of go all over the place. Wait, how did I do that? There we go. All right, very good. All right, so now we need to go to cables, and we are going to plug this into the motherboard. Motherboard will power the fan, and we are good to go. Now we just have to make sure this thing boots up. Let's plug in the cables this time, and make sure this bad boy boots up. The HDMI, the mouse, and the keyboard. All right, get out of there. Press P. Boo boo doo boo boo doo boo. Boo boo doo boo. Okay, good to go. Turn that off. We got to put the case back together, so let's do that right now. PC parts, put that in. Bada bing, bada boom. We're good to go. All right, is that the last one? Damn, man, that was a quick day. That was like a half day. Now that's good because I'm fast. But it's also bad because maybe it means I don't have enough business. Maybe I need more business, you know what I'm saying? All right, so let's go to the emails. And right here, upgrade. All right, ready to boot, collect. And right there, that was the replace the air cooler and clean out the dust, collect. All right, and this right here is the remove viruses, collect. All right. All right, oh, missing thermal paste. What's this all about? The doctor says, Hi there, I bought a PC from you 6 months ago. From Tim? Yeah, that's not me. And it's been overheating whenever I try and do anything on it. Well, I wonder what's going on. I took a look under the CPU cooler, and there's no thermal paste! Paste! What kind of Mickey Mouse business are you running over there? I demand that you fix it for free! And this time, test the PC before you send it back! That was me bashing my desk, by the way. All right, Dr. Waterman. Okay, well, I'm sorry, Dr. Waterman. I will definitely take care of that. That was my foolish Uncle Tim. Is uncle, right? I don't know, whatever. Some dumbass forget to put the thermal paste on there. All right. Woodward, hi there. I hope you can help. My computer stopped working the other day, and I can't turn it on. Please, do you have a look for me? I think it might be the motherboard. It needs a new one. I know it needs the Skylake socket. All right, the socket is like the little pins that connect to the CPU. Where, you have the motherboard. Well, I guess I'll show you when I build it. Why even talk about it? Yes, accept. Okay, and then right here, Darmain. I recently upgraded my PC, but now it's not working. The computer boots okay, but when I try and benchmark it or run a game, the computer crashes. I haven't replaced my PCU. Could new parts be using too much power? Yeah, that's exactly what's going on there. All right, that's fine. So what we're going to do is can we make this a little smaller? Doesn't look like it. Okay. We're going to open up the shop. Okay. So let's see what we need here. Apply. Okay, so that's the freebie. That's fine. Replace the motherboard, and it's got to be a Skylake socket. Okay. So let's go into motherboards. The motherboard is the backbone of the computer. It's the first thing you put in there. It connects all of the parts into one thing. It's the motherboard. I mean, pretty self-explanatory. All right. So we got 3 motherboards here. Well, we want the cheapest. Price descending. It's got to have the Skylake socket. There we go. Well, they all have Skylake sockets. So we want the cheapest one ascending. There we go. And $100. That sounds good to me. We'll order that. And what was the other thing we needed? We needed to install a Sheen Power King 600 or better. Okay, why would I put in better? I don't know. Okay, so there we go. Price ascending still. 600 power supply. Let's just... Oh, look at this. Look at this. I didn't see this before. All right, 600 watt. There you go. I believe that's the only one. Let's just look through it just in case. I'm almost positive that's the only one, but let's just see. All right, 350, 500, 450. Yeah, it's the only one. $80. Got it. Add to cart. Got it. All right, so there we go. That looks pretty good. Now, maybe you guys could help me in the comments. Okay, none of these people are saying when they want it done by. They're not giving me a date. Can I just do I have like an unlimited? Can I order 3 to 5 day delivery and make these people wait? I'm not going to, but let me know in the comments. What do you think about that? Can I make them wait? Does it affect my business? Like, I have no idea. I really have no idea. But we're gonna do this quickly. We want it quicker rather than later. You know, we want it rather have it sooner rather than later. But let me know, because I will do like 3 to 5 day delivery. Because look at the delivery difference. It saved me $20. You know, $20 really isn't that much. But anyway, all right. So let's go buy this now. This will be next day delivery. There we go. And I think we're looking good. Why don't we go ahead and go into the next day? Yeah, we got enough time for another day. So we got to end the day. We got a bunch of deliveries. Go to work. Here they are. Boom. Get deliveries. Hells yeah. Now the benchmark does take a lot of time. Oh, that's a really good looking case. Someone didn't put thermal. Oh my god, this is a sexy computer, man. And someone didn't put Tim, you fool. You absolute fool. How dare you not put thermal paste on this beautiful machine? Oh my god, it's such a simple fix too. All right, take that out, take that out. What I tell you guys, if you don't put thermal paste, somebody's going to be pissed, and they have a right to be. There we go. Install cooling. Look, you actually put a little note on whose it is so you don't get confused. There you go. Cables, and this one's done. Awesome. Okay, so it also wants me to run 3D Mark, so let's do that now. All right, we're going to plug in these cables. We got number 3 for cables. Plug in the cables. We're going to run 3D Mark. 3D Mark is a benchmarking thing. Basically what it does is it puts your computer through the ringer and sees how well it's going to handle intense graphics thingies. Where did I put this one? There we go. Okay, right next to it. Very good. So yeah, it puts it through the ringer. It it's just like on real machines. I use the same thing on mine. Hey, look, it's Dr. What's his face? I wonder which doctor this is. I'll bet you it's this guy. This guy looks like he'd be more pissed off, right? What's his name? I kind of want to guess which doctor it is. I'm assuming he's one of those doctors. The doctor says, Dr. Waterman. Now, am I being sexist by assuming it's the man? Waterman. You know, she looks kind of like a waterman. She doesn't look mean though, right? Like, I don't know. I think it's this guy. This guy looks like I don't know if he looks like the guy's not a douche. He didn't get thermal paste and he's right to be pissed. But, yeah, I'm assuming it's this guy. But it could be the women. I don't think it's this guy. This guy looks so happy, right? He'd probably be like, oh, it's okay. I'll put the thermal paste on myself. You know, who knows, right? All right, well, that's enough of that shenanigans. We're never going to get anything done here. It's already 3 p.m., and I'm only on my first machine. We did good yesterday, but today we're running behind. All right, I'm just making up times, by the way. 3D Mark. Okay, apparently I already had that. I'm surprised I didn't have to buy these programs, by the way. So that's interesting. All right. Yes, restart, please. It's got a gigabyte motherboard. All right, there we go. And this is a benchmark. It's going to put everything through the ringer. It's going to test to see if anything in your machine is going to overheat or anything like that. It's going to run it through. So there we go. And this is what it does. This is if you're really doing this on your machine, like in real life, this is what it does. But unfortunately, that's going to take some time. We really got to get this bench. How am I not level 3 yet? That's what I want to know. Because I could just run that and then put another computer over here and start working on that. And again, I think the virus program needs to take a lot longer like this and maybe give us 2 benches to start, or make this bench a little bit easier to get. Maybe make this bench from level 2 and maybe make it a little bit cheaper. And I think the fact that the virus program is so quick really bothers me, by the way, in case you couldn't tell. You know what I was just thinking, guys? I don't think this thing has any case fans on it. Like, what the hell? He's got no case fans anywhere, and it looks like he's got room for case fans up here. That's really... He needs some case fans on this thing. Like, seriously, what kind of video cards he got? Yeah, he's got a 970. I don't think this thing would run. I think this thing would overheat with this 970 without case fans. But, yeah, he needs some case fans. I would suggest he got some case fans if, you know, he didn't think I screwed him. You know, he thought I worked on his computer last time. Anyway, so that's his score. There you go. It's running fine. That's good. So we should be good. All right, so we need to turn this off. And we're going to put the parts back on. Bada bing, bada boom. And we're done. And he's going to be really nice and happy. And when I send this back to him, I will mention in the email that that was my uncle that, you know, my old crazy uncle that screwed up his machine. He's lucky. He's lucky he didn't really screw up the machine bad. I mean, I'm pretty sure you could ruin motherboards like that. Look at this little thing. Look at this little tiny thing. Is that a mid case or a tiny case? Yeah, that's a freaking small case. All right, so you need a better Power King. All right, this is gonna be great. I hate working on cases this small. All the cases I built were full cases, but Autumn has one that she got as a wedding gift. And I had to go in there and do some stuff, and it was a small, really, like a mini case. Oh, God, look at this. I think that's actually the back. Yep. This is a tiny freaking case. Look at this thing. By the way, if you're building your own computer, don't buy cases this small. Seriously, just don't. It makes it harder for the airflow. It makes it overheat easier, and it's a mess to work on. You'd have to remove the fan just to put RAM in. Look at that. You see the RAM? It's like 2 of the sticks are behind the fan. Yeah, that's no good. All right, so we got to install the new power supplies. So we go to cables. Can we just remove this? Oops. Yeah, can we just remove this? No. Okay, we have to remove the cables first, I think. Yeah, you remove the cables. Okay. It doesn't matter what they are. Just start yanking cables out until the thing comes out. It's all good. There we go. Look at that. Now we have to go underneath it to unscrew it, because this case is freaking made by L's. Ridiculous. I got fat hands, too. I'd never be able to work on a case like this. Alright, you're out. You're out of here! Alright, power supplies. Oh my god, it's 5 p.m. already. Alright, we gotta get moving. Alright, so we're gonna pop that in. Put in all the screws. Then we need to put the power back. Now, in this game, it's really nice. The power things light up, and it's hard to mess it up. But in real life, this is the worst part, trying to put the power back in. All right, so there's a lot of things you got to put power into. Right here is the hard drive, which is like mounted to the side of the freaking case. That's horrible. God. Anyway, connect the hard drive to the power supply. There we go. You connect the motherboard to the power supply. You connect the case to the power supply, like all the little things. How do we do this? Right? Isn't? No? That doesn't show me where to plug it in. I'm confused. Hold on a sec. Let's connect the motherboard in. Yeah, you got to connect the motherboard in 2 separate spots. And then I think the case is the last part, but I don't see where it goes. Okay, I could have swore you had to connect the case into the power supply, but I'm thinking that maybe the case is getting power from the motherboard, because right here I think this is the power on the computer, and this comes over here to the motherboard. So like this little light, I believe it lights up when you turn on the computer. I'm not really sure, but everything's been plugged in properly because this thing is green, so we're good to go. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't put in a power supply in a long time either. So, all right, so we're good there. Let's go ahead and plug all this in. There we go. Plug that in. Plug that in. HDMI, the motherboard is right there. There we go. And we need to run 3D Mark again. And this is going to take forever. Did I turn it on? Okay, that's what I thought. So I think what happens is there's a little plug over here to connect the power supply to the case. But I think when I was trying to click on it, I was clicking on the actual place where the plug goes in. And that's what was screwing me up. So yeah, it's not complete. Also, this says it's complete. It's green, saying it's been installed, but it has not been installed because I haven't connected it to the case. That's why the case isn't starting up. So we got to connect this right down here, and now it is properly installed. All right, so now it should start up. There we go. And we just need to run the benchmark. All right. Oh, look at that. All right, let's go ahead and put our thingamabob in there. There we go. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, he's already got the advanced... oh, I didn't even need to put my thing in there. All right, well, that's fine. All right, let's run this thing. Oh, I see what was going on up here. This is actually where the plug plugs into the computer. Usually on every computer I've ever worked on, the power supply is right up against the case, and you plug the plug into the computer, and it goes directly into the power supply. This actually has a little plug here. You plug it in up here, and then an extra wire routes it down into the power supply down here. Wow. Okay, that's what kind of screwed me up. I've never worked with a power supply like that. I would never work with a case like this. I really hate this case. Just saying. It seems to be working okay though. You know, I mean, it's just really cluttered. You know, it's gonna get hot in there. Again, no case fans. What kind of graphics card do they have? All right, a Radeon. I'm not familiar with Radeons. I don't know what a 290 is. Radeon R9290. R9290. Graphics card. Radeon. Can you search by Radeon? No. Radeon. R9290. That's a 4 gigabyte card. Is that the same one? Well, they're all 4 gigabyte cards. It's not this one. It's not a 280. It's a 290. So that's a 4 gigabyte card. So that's pretty good. So I'm surprised that it's going to run in that small case and not overheat. All right. So we're good there. Everything's good. We shouldn't have picked it up, but that's okay. Don't pick it up because it automatically turns it off. I mean, you can. Hey, if you're playing the game and you don't really care, then just pick it up. But I don't like to do that. Yeah, because it's an incomplete case as well. All right, there we go. That one's all happy now. All right, let's finish this up, man. It's like 6:30 at night. Like, I should have been home for dinner an hour and a half ago. I had to call my wife and tell her I'm running late. But, you know, this is just the way these days are sometimes. This is another good-looking machine. This is a really good-looking machine. So this is a replaced motherboard. Oh, God, this is going to be the worst one. Well, guys, you get to see the motherboard. This is going to be a long video, too. All right, so let's see what we got here. All right, so the motherboard is right here. Again, it's the thing that everything's connected into. The graphics card's connected into it. The air cooler is on top of the CPU, which is connected into it. The RAM's right there. So everything's connected into it. So we have to start just pulling stuff out at random. Just yank everything out of there. It's all good. Got to take out the video card. We got to unhook that first. Take this out. Pick that up. Grab the CPU. All right, then we just got to start removing cables. Start yanking cables out left and right until you get it. Oh, we forgot the RAM. Let's grab the RAM. Oh yeah, you got to do the bottom one too. Grab the RAM. This, you know, replacing a motherboard is not something you want to be doing when you're like in a hurry because you got to get home as well. So there we go. Why didn't it take it out? Oh, you got to undo the screws for that. So there's 6 screws on this. Now the screws are connected to these little back things. I forget what the back things are called. We'll see in a moment. But the back things make it so the board does not touch the metal of the case. Are they back there, or they're not back there? Did I take? That's weird. Yeah, they're supposed to be these little back. I think they're called back spacers, and they basically keep the motherboard away from the metal. Because if the motherboard touches the metal, it could be really, really bad. All right, well, let's put in the new motherboard. Yep, here we go. What are they called? Does it say? It doesn't say. Back spacers, right? Back spacers? I think that's what people are calling them. Because I'm watching some videos on this, and I just forget what they're called. But, yeah, you kind of screw these in, and the motherboard stays on these. And I think the screws actually go exactly where they are, too. They screw into the back spacers as well to just kind of move everything in there nice and snug. There we go. All right, now we just need to put everything back. Install. Let's do the CPU first. Okay, kind of pop the CPU on there. I hate putting in CPUs. It's the one thing I had a problem with. They kind of like, CPUs have like 70 something pins on them or something, and they have to fit right into the motherboard, and like they usually don't fit snugly, so you got to kind of force them in there, but you're trying not to mess up the pins, and it was very nerve-wracking. All right, I'm not gonna wait. Let's just put the tools. Let's just put the thermal paste on there now. Now, one thing I don't like about this game is they won't let you not put the thermal paste on there. If you put on the fan and put the computer back together and go to put it down, it'll say something's wrong or whatever, and it won't work, or it'll do something where it'll say something's wrong. And I think if you forget to put that thermal paste on there, you should piss off that customer, and you should have to put it back together the next day for free, and maybe even lose the business. I think that'd be pretty cool. But like I said, this game is in early access, so maybe they'll add that kind of stuff later. There we go. All right, then we're going to install the memory. Okay, pop that up. Pop that up, pop that up. There we go. Memory's going in. Memory's going in. All right, graphics card at 730 now. Oh, boy. Graphics card. All right. I can't take tomorrow off either, so... Here we go, graphics card. What am I missing? I don't think anything, just the cables at this point. All right, so we need to air cooler into the motherboard for the power. Then we need to do the motherboard. What is that? I'm trying to think. This is going to go into power supply, right? Yes, there's the power supply. Another pretty small case. You got 2 hard drives sitting on top of each other. I like the way the power supply is like got this little metal thing around it. I don't know why. It's pretty cool. All right, what other cables? Motherboard. 2 motherboard power cables go into the... Oh, that was for the PCU. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. Unplugged motherboard. It said PCU though. Connect motherboard. No, I guess it did say motherboard. Connect PCU down here. Anyway, yeah, you got to have 2 cables going from the motherboard into power supply. Then you need the hard drive. This is the SATA part of the hard drive. This is the part that helps the motherboard talk to the hard drive. And then you also have to put power in the hard drive, although I don't see anything about that. Well, we've got to connect the case down here. And is that it? Like, no, the power's... I don't see any power supplies for the hard drives. I don't know if I'm just missing it or... No, you know what? We didn't have to unplug the power supply from the hard drive. The hard drive goes right into the power supply. We replaced the motherboard, so there'd be absolutely no reason to unplug the hard drive from the PCU. That's why we don't have to replug it in. Okay, that makes total sense. And you can see right here, I told you about power supplies. They're usually right up against the base of the back. So you just plug, whenever you're plugging in the wire, it's going directly into the power supply. Except for that last computer I worked on. Okay, so is this going to turn on? Did I forget anything? No, I didn't. It's going to boot up. And that is it. That is awesome, guys. We don't have to run any kind of software or anything. That's great. We're going to be home by 9. You know, that's not too bad. It really isn't. Let's go ahead and install this. And let's get paid and call it a day. Okay, leave by the door. I will do that. Okay. Long day, guys. But fun day. All right, so that's what we got here. 16 gig. Okay, we already did that one. These are from yesterday. Yeah. Okay, so there we go. We don't get any money for that because that was to, you know, Do that. Gonna get paid. Replace the motherboard. And install the Power King and collect. Discard. Discard. Okay. Hello there. Thank you for fixing my PC. Since you added the thermal paste, it's running nicely. I didn't realize the business is under new ownership. A good thing, too, I think. I've been impressed with your timely fixing of this issue, so I'm happy to give you another chance. I shall recommend you to anyone that needs work. Well, thank you very much, Dr. Waterman. So we can get rid of that now. We don't need that. All right. My friend said you work on computers. Can you help me make my PC faster? I need 4 gigabytes of RAM. It would be good if you could benchmark it afterwards. Okay, I will accept that. We leveled up to level 3, so now we unlocked a bunch of stuff there. If you want to see what I unlocked, go ahead and pause the video. Okay. And I've been playing a great sailing simulator game. Ooh, simulator games. Simulation game. But while my computer will just about run it, if I turn up the graphics, the frame rate drops. I used a program called Will It Run to see if I need it. I used a program called Will It Run to see what I need, and it seems that while my PC is okay for minimum specs, the recommended specs needs a better GPU, graphics processing unit. Makes total sense. Can you have a look at it for me, please? Okay. Very good. I will accept that. This job requires that you need the Will It Run program. I got to buy it from the shop. Okay. Oh, my God. I'm Blake Patterberg, and I'm one of the core team over at Movie Manics, the world's 53 website in the UK for movie news and reviews. With the upcoming release of the highly anticipated blockbuster from Frondbuster Cinematic Universe, FCU, yeah, well, I'm going to see Infinity War, so bite me this weekend. I'm trying to refresh my memory of the previous films. Frondbuster 2, Frondbuster 3, Frondomania, Frondbuster 4, Fondly Remembered, and the much maligned spin-off Archibald and the Spinning Cups, a Frondbuster story. I already own all the collector's editions on Blu-ray, but I'd like to rip them to my computer for more complete frame-by-frame analysis. Sadly, I don't currently have enough hard drive space. Can you increase the storage capacity? Another terabyte should do the trick. Yeah, you should never... Well, actually, I would say you should probably get an external hard drive for this, but external hard drives run off USB and not SATA, and SATA is way faster. So an internal storage is probably good because it'll be quicker to move files around. But yeah, normally I would probably use an external hard drive for that, but I will accept that as well. Oh my God, I thought I was done here. This is a long video. All right, so let's go ahead and upgrade to 4 gigs of RAM. He doesn't say what he has in the machine. I need 4 gigs of RAM. All right, so he doesn't say what he has in the machine. So he's got to have at least 2 gigs, right? The problem is I don't know what he has in there, and I don't think you want to mix RAM. So should I just buy him a 4 gig stick? Or what? I'm going to be the good guy. I'm just going to buy him a 4 gig stick. I mean, they're $40. Like, I'm not going to be cheap. What am I going to do? I'm going to buy a 2 gig stick and hope that it works with his RAM, and I'm going to save like a couple bucks. Who cares? Just buy him the 4 gig stick. It's fine. Okay, so we got him taken care of. We need Will It Run. Let's go ahead and get Will It Run. I think this person, Rich, I don't know why I said she. Richard, I think you're going to need a new graphics card. But how do I know what he's going to need? That's the thing. Well, let's get the Will It Run stuff. This guy might have to be a couple day thing maybe. So what is that under tools or yeah, Will It Run? There we go. Add to cart. All right, guys. I think I could probably buy this person a 4 gigabyte card and probably have it work. I'm pretty sure this card would run it. I'm pretty sure it would. Okay, but I'm actually gonna wait. And the reason I want to wait is because I want to see what happens when I keep one computer overnight for the second night, okay? Because I'm kind of curious. Usually I get 3 jobs per day, so I'm wondering if I keep an extra computer, will I only get 2 jobs for that day, or will I still get 3? Will they complain? I'm actually kind of curious. Instead of buying them the 4 gig card, I'm 99% sure would work. I'm actually going to wait on that and see what happens when I keep one computer over the span of 2 days instead of fixing them all in one day. Okay, so I think I got everything I need. In the shop, we got 3 items. We got the Gigabyte, Will It Run, and the Barracuda. So let's go ahead and buy that now. That looks good. And before I do anything else, I want to see if I can get this. That's $1,500. I can get that, but it's really going to put me behind. I think I'm going to hold off. I want to have a few bucks before I, go ahead and spend on that. So, all right, guys. Yeah. So let me know in the comments. How do you like this game? Are you freaking excited for it? You want to see more? What do you like? What do you don't like? And I am going to call this one here. Go home for the night. It's probably like 9:30 by now. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. And until then, take it easy.